The Eagles have their eyes on the prize as they aim to win their first state championship since 1966. Hey Atlanta, tonight's game has kind of a cool origin story. Tri-County and Belding had never squared off before until last year's playoffs. However, exactly 15 years ago, McCarthy was not exactly a poster boy, but a magazine marvel. By far, one of his most popular requests came from NFL quarterback Kirk Cousins, who wanted some grills from his hometown dentist. We've heard from Brendan Tracy with the USA Today article and Michigan State on Mel Tucker's suspension. Now we have finally heard from Mel Tucker. You announced before this game that this would be your last game ever wearing the Michigan uniform. What is it like to be going out as a national champion?
Man, what a way to go out.
He wasn't even that good in the playoffs, and I don't care what you say because he was not good. But there's always been a team that goes into the tournament red hot, wins their conference tournament, and then loses in the first round. We saw that last year with Iowa. Hockey is a game of sounds, with the skates on the ice, or the loud goal horn that blasts when the puck finds the back of the net. However, up in Big Rapids, Fair State senior Austin McCarthy hardly ever makes a peep.
Kind of a little more introverted than extroverted.
The Ludington native lets his play do the talking.
I take a lot of pride in draws, playing good in the D zone, kind of just grinding out there.
That grind is seen quite easily by the Bulldogs coaching staff.
He's not one to draw attention to himself. He's an awesome kid. If we were looking for a poster boy for our team, he would be it.
However, exactly 15 years ago, McCarthy was not exactly a poster boy, but a magazine marvel, as he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated for Kids as the Sports Kid of the Year.
I remember like bits and pieces because I was so young. I mean, that was 15 years ago. It's kind of crazy.
Crazy doesn't even begin to describe it. After scoring 173 goals in 1 year, McCarthy received the prestigious honor and even got to meet Kalamazoo native and Yankees legend Derek Jeter in New York City as a 10-year-old.
It's a really big achievement and something I'll always be proud of.
It's something that still gets brought up on a regular basis.
I actually just had like a guy DM me on Instagram, and he's like sending me magazines that he wants signed now. So it's cool when people reach out like that.
But his teammates, on the other hand, get in some good jabs every now and then.
I feel like it comes up once a year, honestly. I'm just like, oh, here we go again.
Oh, we're just like, oh, the kid athlete of the year is here again. He handles it pretty well. He knows that everyone's just kind of giving him a hard time. But I remember reading that in third grade, actually, in my classroom. So it's kind of funny that now I'm roommates with him after all these years.
All these years later, McCarthy is not scoring over 100 goals a season at Fair State to put his face on another magazine cover, but he is proud of the path he took to play D1 hockey.
I wouldn't change anything. I think everyone's road is different. You know, everyone develops a little bit quicker and a little bit slower. So I think if you put in the work, you'll get to where you want to be.
Mark Skol Jr., 13 on your side sports.
Great health. Everything looks perfect.
Dentist Ryan Lebster stays very busy at the Lakeshore Dentistry and Implant Center in Holland.
You can close a little bit. So I do a lot of complex restorative dentistry, implants, aesthetic work, veneers, things like that. We're going to scan for your implant today.
It is easy to see his passion for his work.
It's not like throwing a touchdown pass to get into the Super Bowl, but you know, it's still fun.
The fun amplified even more when a certain inquiry came to his office.
This is probably the most popular interaction I've had in my 20-year career.
By far, one of his most popular requests came from NFL quarterback Kirk Cousins, who wanted some grills from his hometown dentist.
In the last year, the dental checkup involved a little bit more than your average cleaning. It also involved getting fitted for some jewelry and a grill.
It all started back on Thanksgiving of 2022 when the Holland Christian High School graduate said this on national TV.
I gotta call my dentist. I don't know if my dentist back in Holland, Michigan gets a lot of requests for grills, but I need to call him.
Lebster reached out the next morning.
So I text Kirk and I said, I think I got a Christmas gift coming for you.
He took me seriously. And so when I saw him after the season, he said, we're going to get this grill fitted.
And here it is in all of its glory, a year and some change later, with over 150,000 likes on Instagram.
He was true to his word, got that grill fitted, and I guess now I got to put some fake diamonds on it.
With some laughs and help through cosmetic and digital dentistry,
And that's how we 3D print teeth.
Lebster was able to revolutionize the grills game.
The grills as they are right now. This version fit perfectly, so we're ready to keep rolling with this. We both think it's hilarious.
However, what is not funny is the obvious love Cousins has for his hometown of Holland.
Skol on 3, 1, 2, 3, Skol!
But he does love the game, and he loves his people, and it's nice.
And that loyalty will be there, regardless if there is bling in his mouth or not.
I have a feeling West Michigan will always keep pulling me back no matter how far away life takes me.
I'm Mark Skol Jr., 13 on your side sports. When the Wolverines take the field on Saturday against East Carolina, it will be without their head coach, Jim Harbaugh, as Michigan has self-imposed a 3-game suspension on its leader following an NCAA investigation into a recruiting violation. Harbaugh says he has never missed 3 games in a row in his entire career, whether it was as a coach or his playing days in college and the NFL. The 59-year-old has reiterated he can still coach the team at practice, just not in the big house on game day.
I'm coaching every single day. There will be this Saturday, the following Saturday, the following Saturday. I won't be able to be on the premises or at the game. And how am I going to react to that? What am I going to feel at that point? I don't know yet.
Well, we do know U of M defensive coordinator Jesse Minter will serve as the interim head coach on Saturday, and quarterbacks coach Kirk Campbell will call the offensive plays. Michigan State's season starts a day earlier than the Wolverines as the Spartans battle in-state foe Central Michigan on Friday night in East Lansing. However, Mel Tucker has yet to name his starting quarterback. It looks to be a 2-man race for the job between redshirt junior Noah Kim and redshirt freshman Caton Hauser. In the past, Tucker has taken the approach of not announcing who is QB1 until we see him under center in Game 1. And during today's press conference, he made it clear he's going down that path again.
Realizing you aren't going to tell us who the starting quarterback is, can you, without naming names, can you tell us if there's any separation, or do you still need to see more this week before you make that
What type of separation are you talking
between
about?
one quarterback and the others?
We'll just have to find out on Friday.
We'll just have to wait and see. Kickoff between MSU and CMU will be at 7 p.m. on Friday night at Spartan Stadium. The game will be televised on FS1. To the NFL, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter, Lions backup quarterback Nate Sudfeld has suffered a torn ACL. The injury happened in the preseason game on Friday night against the Panthers. Sudfeld had to be helped off the field. Head coach Dan Campbell said today that the former Indiana quarterback is looking to get a second opinion. Detroit also waived quarterback Adrian Martinez. Let's get to the high school level now. This year during 13 on Your Sidelines, we're letting you, the viewer, pick one of our games each week. And the nominees for this week's fan vote game are all games going on south of Grand Rapids. You can choose Lowell at Thornapple Kellogg, Orchard View at Godwin Heights, Langsburg at Kelloggsville, and Lee at Calvin Christian. You can vote at 13onyourside.com between now and noon on Wednesday. To the Diamond, Tigers begin a series at Comerica against the Yankees. Reese Olson was really good in 4 1/3 innings of work on the bump. He struck out 10. The Tigers tied a season high with 16 Ks on the night. However, the offense was only there for the Yanks. Aaron Judge kisses this one goodbye. Tigers drop the opener 4-1. Down on the farm, Saugatuck native Blake Dunn was recognized for his efforts this past week on the Diamond. He was named the Southern League Player of the Week for the Chattanooga Lookouts in AA. The Western Michigan alum posted a .429 batting average and belted 3 home runs. 2 of the dingers happened on Sunday. This is Dunn's second time earning the honor this season. That's it for sports. George has your final forecast when we come back.